1. Differentiate prefix, root word and suffix.
Prefix is a group of letters that come at the beginning of a word. For example, the word reused. In this word, re is the beginning of the word and this serves as the prefix which is attached to the root word. Re means again, so when we see the word reuse, it means to use again. A root word is the simplest form of a word that can also stand alone. It is commonly found between prefix and suffix. In the word reused, the root word here is the word use. A suffix is a group of letters that come at the end of a word. In the word reused, the letter D is added to make it past tense. That means the word reused means use again in the past.
Compare decodable and sight words.
Sight words, sometimes called high-frequency words, are the words that come up most often when we are reading and writing. Sight words are words that might be hard to sound out, so we are supposed to memorize to recognize it easily. For example, the word one. Decodable words are spelled the way it sounds and follow the phonics rules. We are supposed to sound them out. For example, the word big. The word sounds b-i-g.
3. State and explain 3 rules in SVA. Provide an example for each.
General rule. Singular subject requires a singular verb. Therefore, singular subject plus verb with s or es or is, was, has, does, it is an indication that these two agrees with each other. For example, the Eiffel Tower is found in France. Since we have the singular subject Eiffel Tower here, therefore we have to use the singular verb is found. On the other hand, when we use a plural subject, it requires a plural verb as well. Therefore, plural subject plus verb without s or es or are, were, have, do is an indication that the subject and the verb agree on each other. For example, the trees are decorated with Christmas lights. Our plural subject trees agrees with the verb are decorated. Demonstratives. In demonstratives, this or that and these or those are the subject of the sentence. When we have the subject this and that, we will be using the singular form of verb. For example, this is what my mom gave to me. However, if the subject is plural, we will be using the plural form of verb. For example, these were always served in the meal. Subjects after the verb. Since a subject is placed after a verb, phrases may come at the beginning of a sentence. The verb that comes before the subject must still agree within the subject that we have in the sentence, whether it is in declarative or interrogative sentence. For example, what gift goes to her? The verb goes comes before the subject her.
4. Enumerate and explain 3 syntactic categories. Provide an example for each.
Adjectives. These are words that are used to describe a noun or pronoun. For example, Kimberly is smart. The word smart is complementing Kimberly as a noun. Conjunctions. These are also known as connectors that would link phrases or clauses. These are classified into three: coordinating, colorating, and subordinating. Is it true or false? I will either adopt cats or dogs. I will go to the park after the party. Articles are words that precede or seen before a noun or noun modifier. These words include the, a, and an. For example, the university, an animal, a snake.
5. Differentiate phrases, clauses, and sentence.
Phrases are series of words with an incomplete thought. Clauses that have complete thought and can stand alone are called independent clauses. On the other hand, clauses that have an incomplete thought and cannot stand alone are called dependent clauses. Sentence is a series of words or phrase with a complete thought. It can be a declarative, interrogative, imperative, or exclamatory sentence.
6. Choose one among the tenses of verb and explain.
Simple present tense shows an action that is happening in the present. For example, she sings lullaby. We can actually know that the word sings is happening in the present time.
7. Explain at least 3 types of context clues.
Definition context clue. The author explains the meaning of the unfamiliar word right in the sentence. Synonym context clue. Words similar in the meaning of the unfamiliar word are used. Antonym context clue. The author uses words opposite in the meaning of the unfamiliar word.
8. Explain 3 figurative languages.
A simile is used to directly compare two things that often uses the words like or as to tell that the objects or ideas are alike. For example, she is as quiet as a librarian. She walks like a turtle. A metaphor is a word or phrase that is used to make a directly comparison between two things. It tells that one thing is actually another without using the words like or as. For example, you are my sunshine. Personification is achieved when objects or animals are described using humans' characteristics. For example, the sun wakes me up every morning.
9. Differentiate connotative and denotative meaning.
Denotative meaning refers to a specific meaning, or more commonly called literal or true meaning. These are the definitions derived from the dictionary. For example, the bird has wings so it can fly. Wing is a part that makes birds or planes fly in the air. Connotative meaning refers to the extra meaning that a word has depending on the intention or motive of the person using it. It is an interpretation of words, phrases, or sentences that are not direct. For example, Jake still has milk on his lips but has learned about life. There is still milk on the lips means no experience yet.
States examples of idiomatic expressions and explain the literal meaning of each.
It is just a piece of cake. It means that something is very easy to do. Don't judge a book by its cover. It means that don't judge something based on its appearance. You're pulling my leg. This just means someone is joking with you.